Welcome back to in today's video, playing Planet Coaster. In today's video, we're going to be doing the back lot and finishing touches of Tomatoland. So it's only going to be two real big things because we aren't doing a parking lot in this series. That is the maintenance area for our B&M Florida's coaster, and I did just make this one big plot, I guess, or pad. I will come back and do some custom supports on it. But that I'll do, and then I'll also fence this whole area off from the rest of the park and the surrounding areas, and the access would be in here. This would be very tight, which actually I think what I will do with that is get rid of that there and open it up a bit more for trucks and stuff to get in here. Ain't really much to that, but this is gonna be where most of the work is done. We will have our staff building for like offices and stuff right here. We'll do a maintenance area for the mega coaster, but I mean this is really just not gonna need a maintenance area because this is just gonna be like an inspection track type thing. And then back here will just be some warehouses for maintenance around the park. And I want to also put in some sort of solar panel field around here. I also put in down fencing around this curve here. Just did that. But I'll get all of that work done. Now I'll be able to shoot it for our products. So see ya just a little bit. Alrighty, so I did the final touches. We did hit 100% before to where I physically couldn't build anything more on the, I don't know what the counter's called now, but the Oslo counter is what it's called in Planet Coaster 1. That's what I'll just go with. So now it's at 99%. I think that fluctuates based on guests, but I want to try and have 6,000 guests in here, otherwise this park just feels completely dead. So I removed some trees and plants and stuff all throughout the park just to bring that down so I could do the last couple things I wanted to do. But we'll go over the finishing touches, starting off with over here, which is our Florida's Coaster's maintenance area. All these supports are custom along here for our Vekoma Top Gun. They're just these supports edited down to be the right size. I just figured I'd continue with that theme. Privacy fence all around it. Nothing much to this other than just the random stuff for it. We got our power distributor here. This is access into the gift shop that's over here, which gets absolutely no one. And then this is access into the information building, or the guest services building. And this garbage bin will be used for both guest services and the gift shop. They wouldn't have the same amount of garbage, so they could share a bin. And also because of how this is designed with the door and the entrance into here, they wouldn't really be able to both, or they wouldn't be able to easily have a bin over here. Then coming throughout the rest of the park, you can notice out where some plants have been taken away. I did all the park info signs to reflect all the updated names. I couldn't fit the Beast Wrath on there, so I just did Beast Wrath, and then I did Phoenix for our mega coaster. And other than those two, all the other coasters, their full names are on it. Coming back to the elephant in the room, we'll start off here. This is our this would be like offices for the park. And honestly, it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, but it's fine. Over here would be more of a parking lot, and I just had the chain link fence. Then I decided to put this fence in for privacy's sake, just to protect the people that work here, so this way their cars might not get leaked, I guess. And we don't have asphalt, I believe, any textures in the game for asphalt, so I just did gravel for like big parking lot areas and stuff. This is one of the two staff parking lots. I didn't do any guest parking lots, at least in this series. It just occurred to me that I didn't put anything on the end here to stop trains from going off of the tracks. So we'll just do that real quick. But then we have the main maintenance area to the whole park after this. That's a bunch of warehouses. I didn't do anything inside of them, but I definitely like how those warehouses turned out, and I'll probably use them in future parks. Assuming that I don't come up with anything better, someone releases something on the workshop that's nicer. But for now, we're just gonna stick with those most likely. And this is gonna be a very crude ride stop thing. Just because of how that track ends there with the drive tires, but it's fine. This is considered inside the park boundary, or not, but not for like the guests. But we don't need don't-dive fencing because it's tall enough off the ground. But then coming into the main maintenance area for the whole park, these 3 warehouses would be enough. These are pretty big warehouses, so that would be fine. Quite a few of the coasters also have their maintenance, their full maintenance areas at them, instead of just partial ones like a lot of coasters have. Or like, for example, the Mega Coaster here, this isn't a full maintenance area. This just be a permanent place to store the trains and just do inspections, and maybe small repairs. This would be where you would do your rebuilds and everything for the park, in terms of maintenance stuff. And then coming along here, this goes out to the mid-course brake run for the Woody, or the Beast Wrath. And then that's our access there. They put in a border fence. And this one goes out to the access road for the Mega Coaster, but it also goes out to here, which this would be the access for the staff into the park. They would come down this road and they could access the parking lot through here, which I did want to put a gate in here, which, I mean, there is a gate, which what they would probably do here is that they would have some sort of camera system or like swipe in thing, and then the gate would be able to unlock and they could drive in, or would be looked at by someone from the office instead of having a little guard shack out here. And then we have this big long fence here. This is not the same fence I used over at the Beast Wrath. This would be the parking lot for all the staff members, and then these fences just help separate this road technically from the parking lot. And this is our big solar farm for powering the park. These solar panels are not necessary. Only these back 9 are actually used. The rest are just disconnected and sit there. But in real life, they would actually need them. So, just decided to put them in. It's kind of just to represent them. What else did I do in the park? Actually, there ain't a whole lot else. I did the don't-dive fencing along here. Border fence here. Typically parks would probably include their coasters inside the border fence, but I just decided this park wouldn't, and they would just leave the Woody and the Mega Coaster and all these coasters outside the border. Obviously in places where they come low to the ground, they would put don't-dive fencing, but and then this is also the border fence in here. This just comes to this warehouse, and then it continues along to here, then goes out to here. And this would be entrance to staff, or from the park into there. I do have a staff building here and the 2 warehouses on the left, so this way it looks like staff actually go back here. Highly doubt anyone will come back into this area, but maybe in here for a staff building, at least to take a rest. But I believe that's it. We will do a tour of the park, and that'll be the next episode, and that'll be the final episode for this whole series. Definitely improved and learned on stuff since the beginning of this park series. Learn how to do stuff a bit better around the game. And, yeah, that's kind of my conclusion. I definitely love how this park turned out. Favorite coaster would have to be the Mega Coaster, then probably the Woody. Then from there, the Florist Coaster. And then that kind of just sums it up right there. I did wish we could get a parking lot in here, but we don't got any cars for one, and 2, space for trains. Now the park's up to about 4,000 guests, back up to 100%. So, yeah. I will be putting this on the workshop. It'll just be called Tomatoland. I'll put that up right now after I finish this clip. But if you have enjoyed this episode and the whole park series, make sure to like, subscribe for more park series and also the tour of this whole park. So I do hope to see you next one, and bye!